Hello, fellow traders. My name is Fausto Pugliese. Welcome back. Hopefully everybody's been doing great and watching all our videos and learning from our tips of the day. Today's tip of the day, what I'm going to be talking about is gap fill. Now, a lot of people say, well, what's a gap fill? Where does gap fills come from? And how do you know you're involved in a gap fill? Well, right now I'm broadcasting, if you can look right here on a stock that we're trading today in our trading room, it's AEZS trade. Now, this stock right here, when you're looking at it, what is a gap fill? Well, this stock right now is up 102% today. It started this morning, and I'm just going to blow up the screen a little bit bigger for you guys to see. Started this morning at $1.50. And a really, really nice run. You could see it went from $1.50 to $1.80. Now, when you do the math there, if you bought 1,000 shares of it, 30 cents on 1,000 shares in a matter of, I don't know, a little more than 15 minutes. Not bad for a day's pay when you're talking about $300. Now, why did it break out of $1.80? Because you could see how it had a tough time breaking $1.80, went back to $1.70, back to $1.80, back to $1.50, 70, and finally it broke out and started building something we call here at Cyber Trading. You have an FF flag, which we call the Fausto flag, and then boom, the stock goes to $1.10. Now, how did that all come about? Well, the stock eventually, when it broke major resistance levels over the course of the day of something, if you watch some of the other videos we do, one of the big things we talk a lot about is high-frequency trades and iceberg orders. So there was a lot of orders out there on the level 3 where we see these high-frequency trades, and then finally a lot of those sellers got executed, and, remember how stocks go up and go down is supply and demand. What happened there, the stock broke out, and it took off right there, and now you're starting to see it filling up what's called a gap fill. Now, let me just blow up this chart right here. You can see it's right here. Now the stock is basically trading, in a dead area from back in January when the stock was trading at 235, which was the low, because it gapped right here back in May, and it went from $3 all the way to $1.50. This is a dead space. That means it's in what we call uncharted territories. That means there was no buyers, no sellers out there. So now it's basically just trading strictly on momentum of the course of the day. So all those indicators you have, or all those fancy bells and whistles that you think are going to help you, are not going to kind of explain what a gap fill is. Basically what that is, that it's in uncharted territories. No one traded it within the time frame between $2.35 to $1.50, and only volume you're getting is what is happening over the course of the intraday. That's why it's very critical that you have level 3 quotes, which is what a lot of you, if you watch some of the videos, that's what we highly preach and teach at Cyber Trading University in our courses to kind of go over it, because you watching that video, if you look at some of our videos, I explain it, but the more you see them, the more you watch them, the more you understand how critical it is. That will help explain what support and resistance level actually and how they're being built, because it's done due to supply and demand. But when you're in a gap fill and you want to know, well, where's the next resistance levels? Well, the only way you're going to know that is by knowing where the buyers and sellers are over the course of the day by using your level 3. But with that gap fill, when you're in uncharted territories, the stock could have a good momentum all the way up to a high of maybe 235. Now, how do we know if it's going to definitely be 235? Well, you better go back and look at your level 3 quotes and see if those big iceberg orders are out there, limited out to that make those support levels in the past, because that's going to be indicative of the future. So that's your tip of the day, ladies and gentlemen. And to watch more of these videos, just keep looking at Cyber Trading University videos on YouTube. And if you do like what you see, just click the like button on the bottom of your YouTube channel. Thanks very much for listening. Enjoy your day and be profitable when it comes to trading.